one.
Eric Lopez for ESPN 1080. Special here. We're covering the Champ Sports Bowl alongside Brandon Mellor, the Seminoles.com. He's the Doak Insider. And Brandon, welcome to Orlando. What's been the Orlando been like so FSU so far?
It's been good. You know, Florida State, the players, coaches, staff, everybody's just had a great time here so far. Enjoyed the Christmas break down here. Had a good Christmas dinner last night, and then it's back to work. This is a nice little vacation, but there's a purpose down here that's to be Notre Dame.
Jimbo seemed very positive at practice there. They practiced inside the Citrus Bowl on Monday. What's the mood? Seems the team is loose and they're very confident.
Yeah, they are. And you worry about that, you know, when teams have a little bit of a break and they go through a holiday and you worry they're not going to come out too focused. But these guys realize this is the last chance. This is the last game of the season. A couple seniors on this team, they're not playing anymore for Florida State after this. So they want to win, and they're serious about it. And it was good for them to get in here today, get used to this turf, because as you know, Doak Campbell, that's true grass field. They play on that all year long. So it's good to get out here, get acclimated with this turf field.
Obviously, you've taken on Notre Dame. What's the biggest threat Notre Dame brings to Florida State in your
opinion? Well, you know, in my opinion, I think Notre Dame, their defensive pass rush is going to be something really to watch, because Florida State's going to start 4 true freshmen on the offensive line. And you're talking about all highly regarded guys that are very talented, but it's true freshmen, and they're freshmen for a reason, and they all haven't played it too much this season. So watch that pass rush, see how well FSU does in the trenches, because you get some youngsters playing.
It's a sellout here at the first ever at Champ Sports Bowl. Florida State, Notre Dame has played here before. The great history of the two schools. I mean, it feels bigger than a Champ Sports Bowl. It feels like a BCS type bowl, doesn't it?
It does. And you talk about the non-BCS games. This is probably one of the biggest bowls, and it's sold out for a reason. People want to come see these two teams play, and yeah, maybe they've had some down years, and maybe this year didn't live up to the expectations that they thought it would for both teams. But both these teams want to finish strong, and there's a good chance to do that here, in the Champ Sports Bowl.
Some people think the winner of this game could be a top 10 preseason next year. You buy into that?
I buy into it, yeah, because both teams are going to recruit well. We saw Florida State last year, big win, Chick-fil-A Bowl, strong recruiting class, gets people talking. Same exact thing could happen this year for either team.
Last part, I mean, this has been a successful fall year for FSU athletics in general. Volleyball Final Four, you had women's soccer Final Four. Football did not live up to the expectations. How important is it to end the season with a win, a good taste in your mouth on a season that maybe didn't live up to the expectations?
Yeah, it's huge. And Florida State, has some fantastic athletic programs. Men's, women's, the Olympic sports are great. But the Florida State football team drives the program. It's a football school first. People want this team to succeed. And you want that lasting impression from the season, no matter how it played out, to be a win. What better chance to do it than the last game of the year?
Should be good. Tell the audience where they can find your work, Brandon.
Seminoles.com. Check us out. We'll have complete coverage this week, and we are the official athletic site for Florida State, and we enjoy covering the Seminoles.
And keep it here on ESPN1080.com and ESPNFlorida.com all week for coverage of the Champ Sports Bowl. We'll have post-game coverage after the Florida State Notre Dame game. We'll have Jimbo Fisher up, post-game interview, and much more. So keep it here on ESPN1080.com, the home of Florida State football. You can hear the game here on ESPN 1080 when Notre Dame and Florida State kick it off. Pre-game at 3:30, kickoff at 5:30 with our very own Gene Deckerhoff will be on the call. So for Brandon Mellor, I'm Eric Lopez. This is ESPN1080.com.